Before we get started here, guys, I just want to do a shameless plug. I have a main channel. It's called BD1 and Only. If you like sports content, go check it out. I think my videos are pretty good, but then again, of course, I'm biased. But anyway, let's get into it. Alright, witches versus patriarchy. This is going to be a fun subreddit, and we're going to have some laughs. So the description of the subreddit, witches versus patriarchy, is a woman-centered sub with a witchy twist, aimed at healing, supporting, and uplifting one another through humor and magic. The goal is to at once embrace and poke fun at the mystical aspects of femininity that have been previously demonized and or devalued by the patriarchy. The patriarchy truly is the left's version of the Matrix. On the right, you have these guys, these Andrew Tate disciples that are like, the Matrix is attacking, the Matrix is attacking. And on the left, they say it's the patriarchy. How about we just take fucking personal accountability? How about that? Anyway, let's finish reading this hilarious description. This subreddit is a safe space for women, BIPOC, and anyone in the LGBTQ+ community. They add a new letter every week to that acronym, I swear. We are sisters, not sisters. Sisters as in CISTERS. So they're saying basically we don't like cis people, I think is what they're getting at here. But I think there are like cis women that post there, so I'm confused at why they say they don't like cis people. But anyway, if you do not consider yourself an ally, then this subreddit is not for you. Well, I'm definitely not an ally, but I am going to be browsing this subreddit, so. Alright, first up is a young lady asking for blessings because she submitted a job application. Okay, well, sorry, I didn't mean to assume this person's gender. This is an individual submitting an application. Look, I apologize, alright? I apologize to all women everywhere. My inner incel showed. I'm sorry, women.
I'm sorry, women.
Yeah. Alright, let's read this post. I have been severely agoraphobic. What the hell is agoraphobic? Alright, I looked it up. It basically just means you're scared of going outside or going places because it might cause panic or helplessness. So basically just a Redditor who doesn't leave their house. We've never seen that one before, right? I've been severely agoraphobic for 3 years now, but have, after months of discussion with my therapist, reached my fuck it we ball point that I usually come to during these phases of my life. So this has happened to you more than once. You've been scared to leave your house in more than one time in your life. That's you need help. You need help. So they decided to submit an application to their local grocery store. Okay, that honestly, I can't even hate. You're trying to get a job. You know what? I actually, unironically, not even joking here, unironically have to hand it to them. They're actually trying to improve their life. They don't post what positions they need because they change so fast. I am hoping they are looking for people in the bakery as that is where I am most comfortable. Well, okay, hopefully you get your bakery job. I put 20 hours maximum on my application, but hopefully if I get called in for an interview, I can explain to them that in the beginning I will likely need less, more like 10 hours. Oh, Lord. These people are so mentally ill. I would hate to live inside their head. I would hate to live as them. Imagine living as them. Like, I'm not trying to make fun of mental illnesses. I'm sure that, you know, there are people who struggle with anxiety going outside, but you're an adult. You gotta deal with it. You gotta just overcome it. Alright, so they're trying to get less than 20 hours, more like 10, because they want to readjust to being in public. I am newly diagnosed as autistic. Yeah, we can tell. After spending a chunk of my life wondering, and my therapist think this played a I can't even talk. Their autism is rubbing off on me. My therapist thinks this played a really big role in this agoraphobic phase. Like I burnt out so badly after masking too much for too long, and I just need to go slow to honor my needs. Look, your therapist might be right. I'm not a mental health expert, but I think you need to push yourself outside your comfort zone to really grow as a person. And also, what's with this trendiness with therapy? Like, people have made it like a trend. Like, I get it. Some people need to go to therapy, but it's so random. It's like making a colonoscopy trendy. Like, oh, this is what my therapist said. That's okay. We get it. Keep that shit to yourself. Like, it's gay, dude. It's extremely gay. Look, I'm not saying don't go to therapy, but I'm just saying, like, to endlessly stroke yourself off to the fact you go to therapy. Like, oh, I go to therapy. I'm such a good person. I go to therapy. I'm gonna bust a nut. It's like, dude, we get it, okay? I wanted to show this post first because it gives you an idea of the type of person who posts here. When you think witch, one of two things comes to your mind. Either an ugly hag or one of those hot witches like Sabrina or the chicks from The Coven. Not The Coven, what is it? The Craft. That's the movie, The Craft. But these are not attractive women. And I'll show you what I mean with the next post. This is about what you can expect from the average witches versus patriarchy poster. And hey, look, I'm not trying to make fun of anyone's looks. But look, she ain't no Megan Fox. Or he, I don't know how you identify, I'm sorry. Not trying to be transphobic, I promised myself I wouldn't be transphobic. Listen, YouTube, I'm not bullying, I'm giving constructive criticism to try and help this poor soul out. I'm gonna start with some Jordan Peterson advice. Clean your damn room, okay? We'll start with that. And then you're going to feel better. And when you feel better, you can put on some makeup or a nice shirt or something that makes you feel good. Take a shower, all right? And you're going to feel better about yourself, okay? I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help. Look, everyone can forgive a little bit of homeliness now and then, but you got to at least be putting in an effort, okay? Some people have never quite grasped the concept of, trying to self-improve. And so I'm just trying to give some guidance and some wisdom to a person that clearly needs it. And I know what the response is going to be. They're not hurting anybody, just let them exist. Listen, they're posting on witches versus patriarchy. This is clearly a cry for help. I've never met a happy or successful person that says they post on witches versus patriarchy. Alright, I'm just trying to help. I think I have to quit my job and I am really sad. Now, whoa, before you make any rash decisions, think of how many Funko Pops and Reddit Gold you can buy if you keep your job. See, I'm a thinker. I don't know if anyone is going to read this. I think they meant if anyone is going to read this. I'm writing it at 1 a.m. because I can't sleep. I'm posting here because I feel like the situation I am trapped in is steeped in patriarchy. Everything's patriarchal, right? Everything's the patriarchy. Nothing's ever my fault. Everything is everyone else's fault. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't a woman in a profession that is traditionally considered feminine, and I know it's not healthy, but I keep gaslighting myself and telling myself that it's not that bad and engaging in the same cycles. I need some outside perspective. Witches, please help me out here. Yeah, because whenever I'm struggling with life's problems, the place I want to go ask for advice is witches versus patriarchy. I want to ask the witches, that the internet autistic witches. That's who I want to ask for help when I'm struggling with life's problems. Context. I have worked for the same company for a really long time. I'm going to be vague for privacy reasons, but give you the gist. I work in a helping profession, but in a support role. Most of the people in my job have advanced degrees and make a lot of money. I do not yet have an advanced degree, and I do not make very much money. My job is to help communicate what services we offer to the community and reduce barriers to care. I'm really fucking good at it. Well, okay, keep stroking yourself off. I don't mean to brag, but it's true. Outside orgs try to poach me all the time. Okay, then go work for them if you hate this place so much. I have a stellar reputation in the field and I really love what I do. Okay, cool. But unfortunately, my org is incredibly dysfunctional. My direct boss and I supposed to be a team, except that they don't really do anything. Nothing at all. In fact, they disappear for hours at a time during the workday, leaving me hanging and stuck with all the work, only to show up and take the credit. My boss doesn't answer emails, just forwards everything to me to deal with. My boss doesn't attend meetings, I do it all. My boss doesn't do assigned projects, I do them so we don't fail, etc., etc. I finally spoke to my bosses a few months back, and Big Boss was completely unsurprised by everything that I said. Even said to me, yeah, I actually don't even know what they do all day. When asked where the F they're supposed to disappear to, then boss squared, turned right around and told my boss everything we discussed, but didn't impose any consequences for the boss. So All that happened was that my boss felt like I snitched for no reason. Yeah, you really should have gone to your direct boss instead of going over their head. But that being said, you did communicate your frustration, so props to you. But I think this can all kind of be summed up with quit bitching, fix your situation. If outside organizations are trying to get you to work for them, then go work for them. I don't understand why you're complaining on witches versus patriarchy, but that's just me. Anyway, guys, I don't want to make this video too long because it's bad for my retention rate. Anyway, guys, that's about it. Check out the main channel, please, if you like sports. Peace out.